Hey, what's going on, people? Hope y'all are doing good. I've been doing a ton of traveling as of late, and my anxiety has never been higher. Generally speaking, I'm not an anxious person outside of, say, social anxiety, but ever since my son was born, going on extended trips is very different. And that's because I'm not there. That's why having a good security system or some type of video monitoring is important to me. It allows me to keep an eye on them even if I'm halfway across the world. I've always been a fan of eufy products. I've been using them for years. Currently, I'm using their solar-powered motion light camera, which works in conjunction with the permanent outdoor lights that I have up. So when eufy reached out to me to check out their brand new eufyCam S3 Pro system, along with sponsoring today's video, it was a no-brainer. The eufyCam S3 Pro is an advanced home security camera system. It offers exceptional night vision capabilities with its max color vision technology. It basically delivers day-like footage even in complete darkness without the need of a spotlight. This is what my phone sees. Now we'll go to the camera. And this is what the eufy sees. Goodness, that is crazy. This feature alone separates the S3 Pro from many other cameras on the market, including the eufyCam 3. If you're interested in knowing the difference between the eufyCam 3 and the S3 Pro, go ahead and pause the video and take a look at this little table right here. Now let's take a look at what you get in the box, as well as the setup process. Inside the box, you'll find 2 cameras, the home base, an Ethernet cable, USB cable, power adapter, 3 wall mounts, a screw pack for installing everything, positioning stickers, quick start guide, and a backup solar panel. Installation literally took me like 20 minutes tops, if that. It was one of the easiest installs that I've ever done when it comes to security cameras. For me, I just went right into the top portion of my roof, the overhang, because I know the cameras are gonna be protected there, plus they're still gonna get sunlight, and I don't have to drill into any heavy duty materials, and they're gonna stay up there. I've done this before in the past. If you notice the battery is depleting relatively fast, you might need to utilize the additional solar panel. Just pick a spot around your house where it gets a lot of sun. Go ahead and use that third camera mount to attach to the bottom of the solar panel, attach it to your house, position the solar panel towards the sun, run the USB-C cable from the panel to the camera, and that's it. One of my favorite features on the S3 Pro system is the S380 home base. It has a lot of great features and things that I've never seen before on any other video monitoring system, especially when it comes to its AI capabilities. The home base S380 offers local security with expandable storage up to 16 terabytes, so you don't have to pay a monthly subscription and you get to handle all of your footage yourself. But what really makes the home base S380 special is the fact that it features something called Bionic Mind AI. It can intelligently identify faces, humans, packages, vehicles, and pets. So I knew that the cameras that were included in the S3 Pro bundle were going to be able to take advantage of these AI features. But what I didn't know was once I set up the home base and connected it to the eufy security app, that my other camera that was not included in the bundle was also going to be able to take advantage of these AI features. Now let's go ahead and dive into the app. Rather than just pointing out a few key features here and there, I'm going to give you a full walkthrough so that way you know what to expect if you pick up this camera system. As soon as you launch the eufy security app, you're greeted with your security report up at the top. This is going to give you a breakdown of all the events that have occurred ever since the last time you launched the app. You can see my picture right there. So the reason why it's able to identify me is because it picked up on my face and then I labeled the person as well as the relationship to me. So if I tap on my name, you can see it shows all the videos where it detected me. If I go back and then tap on events, it gives me a breakdown of all the events, 1 familiar person, 0 strangers. If I go under summary, it shows the vehicle events, the human events, as well as all the motion events. You can see total activities, and it gives you a breakdown of everything that has occurred. Then if I go back, I have all of my devices right below my security report. So under my devices, I have the eufyCam S3 Pro, then the other S3 Pro, then my solar wall light cam, and then my S380 base. If I scroll all the way up top, we'll start with one of the eufyCam S3 Pros. If I tap on the play button, it's gonna give me a live view feed. You can see how fast it loads. It's almost like instantaneous. It's crazy. If I tap on this button right here, it's going to switch from vertical to landscape. If I want to go back, I can just simply tap the back button. So right down here on the bottom, I have a list of actions I can perform. Record will immediately start recording footage from the camera, and that footage will be saved to your device. Then we have sound, which will either turn on or off the microphone on the camera. Then we have this little phone button, which allows me to communicate with someone on the other end of the camera using the mic and speaker on the camera. Here's a quick example of what that sounds like.
Hi.
Hi.
Say hi, Dada. Hey, Dada.
Theo.
He said he's not in the mood.
Theo, what's your name?
What's your name?
Praise the Lord.
He whispered it.
All right, so right next to the phone button, we have light, which obviously turns on and off the spotlight on the camera. Then we have playback, which will allow us to play back any events. So if I tap on that, you can see I can play back any events that have occurred. You can see my snapshots are right there. So if I tap on a snapshot, I can instantly go to it. And you can see that beautiful face right there. Look at that. That's classic. All right, so next to playback, we have night vision, which will allow us to basically see in the dark. It is absolutely crazy. If I tap on event, it's going to take me to all the events that have occurred from this specific camera. I can look by date as well, so I can go back and view multiple dates. I can go all the way back to the beginning of the month if I wanted to. And you can see it triggered a human right here. And then next to that, we have screenshot, which will capture a screenshot of whatever is being viewed on the camera. Then up in the top right, we have the alarm button, which I am not about to sound. Then next to the alarm button, we have our settings. So if I tap on the settings, I can toggle on and off the camera. I can tap on motion detection and select what subjects are going to be detected. I can also dial up or dial down the detection sensitivity. And here I can adjust the activity zone. So if I tap on that, I can map out an area where it's only going to detect things in that specific area. And then I have motion detection as a whole. I can toggle that on and off. Detection heat map is very similar to the area. It's going to give me a heat map of where most of the activity is occurring. You can see the heat map here, and then all the events that I can play. If I go back and scroll down, we have a motion test mode, which will just test out the motion detection and also the areas that you have assigned. And if I go back again, we have power manager. So this will show you what your battery percentage is, as well as if solar is working. You can see the sun right there, so it's working. I haven't charged this thing at all. Like, it's been working brilliantly. I love it. And I'm using the optimal battery life option. However, I have switched over to optimal surveillance, and the battery life is still incredible, and it always stays at 100%. I love it. You could also select customize recording if you want to set up your own way that the surveillance camera is going to work. Going back, spotlight settings, you can adjust how bright the spotlight is on the camera. Anti-theft detection, if someone tries to take down the camera, you'll immediately get a notification. Snapshot is a snapshot of different events that have been triggered, not like a snapshot in terms of like a screenshot. You can see right here, these are snapshots. I showed you that earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and toggle that on. Now, once toggled on, you can select the frequency that those snapshots will occur. I'm gonna leave it at 30 minutes. Go ahead and go back. Under video settings, you can adjust the streaming quality, the recording quality, the night vision. So if I tap on night vision, we have several different modes here. We have standard, you can see that's what it looks like. Then we have daylight, which is insane. Then we have spotlights, which gets bright in the center, but it's still, I don't know, it looks good. Like, it looks good. And then we have infrared. So if I go back again, and then go under audio settings, just like video settings, you can adjust the microphone, the speaker, and all that good stuff. Then we can select our notification settings or dial them down. If you're getting way too many, you can dial it to most efficient. If you want all of them, you could do full effect. You can include thumbnails, and then of course your motion alerts. So now we'll go all the way back to the main page here. Now we'll go under the home base, and here we have face management. So this is where you can assign faces to people that the cameras are constantly detecting. So if I tap on plus, I can actually add a face right now before the camera even detects it by uploading a picture from my camera or album. Then we have AI empowerment. So if I empower my cameras, they're already turned on, but it allows for different types of subject detection like cars, pets, human, stuff like that. Then we have our storage management and our video archive, where we can go back and view any type of video that we've archived. Pretty self-explanatory. Go ahead and go under the settings now. We have our audio settings, notification settings, and then under general. So we have HomeKit. So you can connect this to Apple HomeKit. You also have working mode. So right now I'm in performance, but there is standard if you notice that you're experiencing issues with performance. And that's pretty much it. Go ahead and go back to the main page here. And look at this, watch how fast this is. It's just so responsive. And this is in 4K. So I forgot to mention that. When you're viewing your feed, in the bottom left here, you can tap on that and you can switch your quality. So by default, it's on auto, but I switched mine to 4K. So now if I zoom in, look at that quality. That is insane for a security camera. Oh yeah, and in case you were wondering, the eufy S3 Pro is compatible with most smart home ecosystems out there, including Google, Amazon, and Apple HomeKit. There's one thing that you need to know if you do plan on using that HomeKit compatibility, and that's the fact that it will only be able to stream in 1080p due to a HomeKit limitation. This has nothing to do with eufy. I've been using this camera system for about 2 weeks, and there's a few features that really stand out and I've absolutely loved, so I want to go over those now because they might be exactly what you're looking for as well. So when it comes to standout features or my personal favorite features, I have to say right off the bat, Pro Vision is definitely up there. It's number one. The Max Color Vision technology and the adaptive spotlight are both game-changing when it comes to being able to view your property at night. The other feature that I love about the S3 Pro is its Solar Plus 2.0 technology, which falls under the Pro Power umbrella. It's crazy that 1 hour of sunlight will keep this camera fully charged. And being that I live in Florida, we get plenty of sunlight, so I will never have to run out and charge these cameras. What's great is even if you don't live in Florida or you live in an area that doesn't get a ton of sun, chances are you're still gonna be okay. Not only that, but the circuitry design guarantees that partial shade won't hinder the camera's ability to stay charged. It also features an advanced coating that effectively shields it against dust and water while also maintaining consistent energy output. Of course, the solar panel is working in conjunction with the 1,300 milliamp hour rechargeable battery, which enables up to 365 days of battery life. And my third favorite feature on the eufyCam S3 Pro is Pro Detection. This includes the dual motion detection system, which combines radar and passive infrared or PIR. It provides accurate human movement identification and it reduces false alerts by up to 99%. Last but not least, the 24/7 Smart Snapshot feature is awesome. It efficiently monitors daily activities by taking periodic snapshots throughout the day, and then you can review them without any significant battery drain to your camera. And this is just a bonus feature. I haven't been able to test it personally, but I read about it and it sounds awesome. It's called cross-camera tracking. It seamlessly compiles footage from multiple angles whenever motion is detected. That way you can follow the subject from camera to camera if they're being suspicious. In terms of pricing, it all varies based on how many cameras you want, but the system that I have here with 2 cameras and the base is $549. There's no subscription fee if you don't want one, and you can do all of your monitoring on your own, and you can store all of your footage in the base. Okay, so let's wrap this up. The eufyCam S3 Pro is a fantastic security system and video monitoring system. It allows me to tap in from anywhere around the world and get a live feed of my property so I can take a look at what's going on to make sure my family is protected and safe. Does it fix my anxiety? Sorta, kinda, but no. See, I'm still not home, but it does put my mind at ease since I know that I'm gonna get a clean feed, especially at night since it lights up the place like it's daylight, and be able to get a good perspective at what's going on. And I'm really happy that I have it, especially since there's no wires hanging off of my roof or anything like that, and the quality speaks for itself. Let me know what you think of the eufyCam S3 Pro video monitoring security system down below. And if you wanna check it out for yourself, you can find those links in the description as well as the pinned comment. And if Eufy happens to send over any discount codes, you'll find them there as well. Outside of that, I'll talk to you beautiful people in the next one.